It's a potentially landmark day in Balatro. Check this out. Wrong arrow. Check this out. Boom. You looking for this? Boom. 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 You looking for this? Well, you're gonna find it. All I got left is Gold Stake Plasma, bro. And Jokerless, which is gonna be its own... I know Dan's done it. Dan has, he's got a lot of intestinal fortitude, okay? Would never take anything away from my good friend Daniel. So I do think that there is a realistic chance. I mean, it's a guarantee that it's gonna happen at some point. We're gonna beat Gold Stake Plasma. It shouldn't even be the hardest of the decks. When 100% like Mouth? That's not gonna happen. Beating Gold Stake with every Joker in the game, that's a Mouth special. I can't bring myself to do that, but I respect him for what he did. How about... I mean, it's always nice to play 8s. And if we can use Strength to turn 7s into 8s, then maybe 8-ball won't be pure Detritus, even though we probably expect it to be pure Detritus. I'm just gonna play this straight. Didn't Thompson request a transfer? What are you talking about? DLB, are you talking about hockey and using the terms transfer? This isn't Europe, man. How many times do I have to tell you? Oh, you're talking about Clay Thompson. Hang on. I didn't even change. The streaming is so hard, man. Balatro. I can't call this I Want to Rock anymore. I'm going to call it It Ends Today. No, you're talking about hockey, Thompson? They don't request a transfer, bro. They request a trade. Get a load of this guy. I gotta think about this one. Gotta think about it. I could strength you. You know, it's a bit... Like, I had strength you, Hierophant you, and then death you, but I think we could do better. Honestly, I think we'll draw 7s at some point. We'll be happier to see it. But that means you gotta do something. I guess I'm gonna do this, as bizarre as it looks. Otherwise, I think the opportunity cost we lose on those two cards is a little high for my personal standards. Jealous that the Canucks got DeBrusque. The thing for me is, like, the last time I got excited about free agency was when the Canucks signed Louis Eriksson. And you can get into these... Now everybody knows that that was, like, an unmitigated disaster. And, like, his play over the course of his Vancouver contract was, like... he was a shell of the man that he was when they signed him, which makes no sense. Because he was, like, you know, 4 days older or whatever. Okay, not my favorite Jokers, but... So, I always think whenever people evaluate free agency, I always try to remind myself that nobody knows what the hell they're talking about. I gotta use these cards at some point, bro. I mean, it's kind of like a cowardly way to do it, but... So, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, you only know once it has happened. Because we don't know what we're talking about as sports fans. We just, you know, we echo the most upvoted comment on, you know, r/Canucks. That's what I do, at least. Listen, we could play 5 of a kind, but I want to strength 2 7s, bro, and it shouldn't be that hard. It doesn't really matter because 8-ball doesn't work anyway. You excited for Canada in the Copa America? Yeah, I would say, like, I mean, Venezuela, we're gonna cook them. We'll probably win like 6-0. Argentina is probably, I would say, for me personally, is more likely to be like a difficult game. Probably we win that one 3-0 if I had to guess. Okay, so here's an insane way to play the game. 2 magic 8-balls. It's gonna work, man. It's gonna work. Hi, Tomo. It's gonna fucking work. First off, this is 2 tarot cards right there. That's another 2 if I had to guess. Very clever. All right, then. Keep your secrets. I'm not strengthened just one lad. That's just, it's not in the cards, so to speak. But when they pop, man, when they pop, it's over for you. This is a sick twist of fate. The immortal egg joker. They don't make weaknesses, so we get rid of that. All clubs have been debuffed. Do I look like the kind of guy who cares about that stuff? Well, I don't. One of these days, man. One of these days is going to work. So that should be 2 tarot cards, even if we can only hold 1. Oh! It worked! 2 7s. I can't believe it. It actually happened. The dream. I have the talisman for Moog, so I'm good to go. My friends with kids be like, DL Guigo, what are you doing? Your kid's like 5 months old. You're like, this is a great time to get into the the Elden Ring DLC. I can't blame you. When the cat's away, the mice will play. Or whatever. This is trash. This is pure trash. Choose one. I mean, it's I can't afford to give any more space to utility. So I take this and then I sell it. It only sells for $1? That's criminal, dude. Baby naps 6 hours a day. What am I supposed to do? That's a good point. That's a good point. I miss those days. How we dance? How day? Did I not? No, I remember. I remember what I did with you. Then why am I discarding 2 pair? We should not do this. My head's not in the game right now. You should discard 1 pair. We don't need you. We need you and you and you. Wang Chung mentioned. It's true. Cannot tell a lie. Okay, throw some trash. We need to. Tarot cards are the manner by which we improve our standing in this game. So let's start playing some 8s. Please. Thank you so much. And then we kind of gotta, you know, get on this one. Let's go again. Chips. Wow! Don't kill me. That's very nice. Please, please. Yeah! Dude, the foil and the tower might have... It's the mandate of heaven. I don't know what else to say. It's the mandate of heaven. I need some scaling at some point. I also need to buy like another Joker, I would say. Score is going to be kind of touchy for us for a little bit here. You know what? I'm willing to throw 2 pair out there just to see how it looks with this foil. It looks okay. And then obviously like ace 2 4 5 6 is something. I guess you could dump that. And you could play. I'd rather hold the pair. You can play ace 2 3 4 5. Things are going to be delicate for a moment, but then they're going to come together. I think you want to discard, get another 8. Oh, baby, and then 2 tarot cards. That's beautiful. Even if it's not the ones that I specifically wanted, that's beautiful. How about a Joker, you piece of shit? This is getting ridiculous. Whatever, we go again. Extra large blind? What the fuck, bro? Okay. Fuck the flush. We gotta play some Venuses. That's a Venus right there. Okay. This would be really nice if we got 20,000 points off this immediately. How about a Justice card as well? Chariot, Emperor. Okay, we got 16,000 points. Brother, we're gonna make it. I can't believe that somehow this shit is coming together, man. Chips are very important. Honestly, I'll send it on that one. Okay. How about 5 of a kind? Maybe this is where we can start getting our 5 of a kind going. We do need more chups. People are going to be like, oh, this is evidence that, like, the Magic 8-Ball is actually good. Yeah, all you need is one of them, enough tarot cards to make enough 8s to get it to trigger, duplicated from a random card you got from a Spectral pack, and then have Wheel of Fortune hit it with the absolute best enhancement that it could possibly get at the moment of, like, your own demise. It's actually, oh, fucking Hermit card, man. It's actually, like, it's pretty easy in the whole scheme of things. Literally, honestly, nobody cares about you. Pop this. Fool into Emperor. I would say you could sway me on that one. And then 8 molt for a pair. Molt is not that meaningful, but it would help. I'm not a big supernova guy. Scales kind of slowly. It's like a must-have in my house. And the more steel cards, the merrier. Okay. Okay, you guys want some cookies? You have to ignore molt entirely? Is this like a philosophical thing, like to become like an alpha male, or is this like, you know, score-based reasoning? Temperance? I would pop it. So listen, you got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Also, I truly believe that we will receive more 8s. So I'm willing to throw some trash at you. And that is trash. But this is what we want to see. And I would rather you didn't break. But I'm not willing to rock the boat on this one. Beautiful. It didn't break. We got a tarot card. I love all jokers equally. Not you, but that's not going to stop me from playing a Wheel of Fortune. Because it doesn't work anyway. We're thinking long term. I think I'm going to choose not to ignore molt to the extent that I was warned to. But that's just to keep us moving. And I don't think I can afford to go for the negative. That's my own personal cross to bear on that one. Okay. 3 of a kind. The glass is going to break at some point, but the point is now, more steel cards is good, but more 8s is probably still better. We want to get 3 of a kind. We have 2 of a kind, in a manner of speaking. Are we really going to play... We're going to play Dookie. That's nice. That's better. I think I'm going to chip you up. I'm going to chip you up. And then I'm going to convert you into you, because I feel like at some point you're gonna get strengthened. Now this would be a really nice time to see like 1 billion points. We have a flush. Yeah, bro. No sweat. No sweat. Scary face would be good if we were kind of swinging in that direction, but we're not. More Venus, the merrier. That's beautiful. We don't even have telescope. That's pure luck. +1 hand size is... It's pretty important. I think it's more important than you, honestly. What do you want from me? Cards drawn face down. Missed the part where that's my problem. I may soon find the part where that's my problem. Now, here's a crazy play. I think we need to play the 5 and the 3 so that we get more chances to draw 8s. But we should probably discard. If we're going to do that, we should discard so that we get all of our hands played with Mystic Summit. Yas. We probably need to do it like that. Okay, okay. Huge, 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 huge. Who the fuck knows? We got 3 of a kind aces, I'll tell you that. And then, thank you for the chips. We're rolling, bro. We have 0 8s, obviously, because we can see a 7 and a 9. I can't believe this is kind of working. Telescope, please. Honestly, it's the kind of voucher we probably don't cry that we got. Lots of beautiful options here. I mean, I feel like more chipped up 8s is going to be beneficial. We've been having a hard time making the hands. What do you think about swimming and swimming pools? Interesting question. Can I tell you, I'm going to answer your question with a story. I took my daughter to the park on Friday, and I've been going to parks that are like out of my normal park purview, because I'm like, you know, you spend a lot of time at playgrounds when you're the father of a toddler. You're like, you might as well add some sense of like emergent gameplay to it. So we were at a park. The park, I would say, is like a 6 out of 10 park. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like, it wasn't incredible. But next to the park was a public swimming pool that nobody was in at all. Even though it was like pretty like nice. Like this was not like a little kiddie pool or something like that. And the weather was like relatively warm. It was the start of a long weekend. And I was like, nobody's swimming these days, man. There was a lifeguard and like 3 staff members just watching like an empty pool. I'm like, next time I'm going to bring my bathing suit, man. That sounds like a fun time. I have a theory about the modern society. It's not 100% true, but I feel like people my age and younger just don't go outside that much anymore. I feel like all this outside stuff was built by like the older generations because they're like, well, it's the weekend, we're gonna go have a picnic in the park. But then like 27-year-olds, I don't think they're inviting like 4 friends to the park picnic tables and having like a little hibachi on average. Because I'm usually, apart from my child and other people's kids, I'm usually the youngest person at a park by like 15, 20 years, which is kind of crazy to me. Hi, Tomo. They're playing Elden Ring. I guess so. That feeling won't last? What feeling? Well, like at some point I'm going to get older, probably. God willing. And I'll probably be like, whoa, look at all the young fucking 60-year-olds at the park today. How's the run going? You wouldn't believe that we just had 2 8-balls for like the first 4 antes. And yet somehow, like there's something to this. There's even a part of me that thinks that there might be a case for making everything diamonds too, and maybe you could get like a flush 5 or something. Maybe, I don't know. They're calling it the first ever 8-ball run that works. My God. I gotta get another consumable slot, man. I need this as an outlet to use a card so we can buy our other cards. Now, I will not be using Hex. Trance is an unbelievably valuable card, though. Why don't we cut a little? And then I'll give you the Blue Seal. I'm a big Blue Seal believer at this stage of my life. I'll go Martian on that one. Mark Watney be like, 75 grand. I'm of the opinion that ain't nothing but a peanut, brother. It would be best to play fucking 5 of a kind, I suppose. You got jack shit going on. Let's give you some of this. And then, like, some of that. We really, you know what we really want to do is duplicate the blue seal card as much as possible. Oh, hello. Uh-oh, I didn't win in one hand. That's, that thing is supposed to happen. It's not really necessary. We could get a card out of this. All right, well, you know what? It was only a 50% chance, which in Balatro terms is basically a 0. $80 chips for 2 pairs. So star is actually not that bad for us. We are spending. Heard you're going to make a guest appearance on Skibbity Toilet 78. Okay, did you leak the Skibbity Toilet sponsorship? Remember Skibbity Toilet when those kids on Halloween came to our door? And they were like, do you know who I am? And I was like, yeah, you're the cameraman from Skibbity Toilet. And they were like, the oldest man I've ever seen knows Skibbity Toilet? That's definitely true. Thank you for saying that. She didn't have to say that. Thank you for saying that. I was walking down Denman and some girls asked me to Dougie, but I didn't know how. It's a nice area. I'm sorry that you got kind of harassed. That's not the sort of thing that should be going down there. Let me take a peek at something. 150 times 15. 150 times 16. What's going on with my Balatro? Are you seeing the frame rate tank? Feel like what we should do is play 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 first. Oh, it discards my 8s. Of course. Okay, in that case, we should play a really good hand and hold this Andrew right here. 5 of a kind is sitting at 155 times 15. So 4 of a kind is already, like, basically as good. Honestly, we take a chance that this is useless. Please don't discard my ace or my steel card. No! Things are looking not amazing. How many 8s we got left? 2 8s! Obviously not what you want to draw, but 3 of a kind is kind of merciful. Please don't drop my 8. You are a... I don't even want to say it. Come on, man. Just give me something. Okay. Pair of 8s. 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King. King with the face card. 2 pair is 20 times 2. I think we gotta play 9. Flush is the way. Hang on. Yeah, Tomo came down and threw up like glue on my mat. And I'm like, why, man? Why? Why? I gotta think about this one, man. I gotta think about this one. Photograph is a nice helper. I don't really care about the tarot cards. You know, I think you go 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King. You don't play an 8 because we want it as many chips as possible. I don't really think... Oh, but then, hang on. Let me think about the flush, though. The flush gives us a card that has chips as well. I mean, the flush is just better, right? 50 times 6 versus 30 times 4. Oh, but we lose out on the... Right, we lose out on the Polaroid. I think you got to do it like this. I guess it doesn't really matter where you are. You could use the mult 8s. This is true, but then using a mult 8 requires me to take away the chipped up king. I think, like... I think we want... Oh, but it's just doubling mults. 30 to... I'm playing the flush. I'm playing the flush. We lose Polaroid, but being able to play a chipped up and a multed card is probably better. Like, doubling 4 adds 4. Which is exactly what the 8 of diamonds is doing anyway. Yeah. Yeah, this makes sense to me. It might not get there, by the way, but it makes sense to me. No! I don't think it was going to make it the other direction either, but to get so close and lose, that stings, man. That stings. Okay, we don't want a hollow joker. 8, 9, 10, jack, queen. This one's going to make it. 4K short. It stings, but at the same time, you know, if we're being honest, I think we had kind of like dog shit jokers there. This is a fucked up start, man, because actually burnt joker this early is probably like an instant win. So for you to make it $1 out of my price range and this $1 out of my price range is disgusting. That's criminal, man. How much do you sell for? $3, you piece of shit. Fuck you. Hold clubs. Clubs have some merit, man. Clubs have some merit, of course. Wow, that's a good start. Holy, free econ. Me when I pay $4 for econ. Okay, so that's a pass. In this house, that's a pass. Clubs. Clubs are the way. Clubs are a way. Captain Jack Sparrow playing Balatro with Onyx Agate. Is that how it's said? Where's the clubs gone? You know what I'm saying? He's always talking about the rum, I think. I have only seen the first one. Something like that. He's always talking about the rum, I think. I don't know what I'm going to do with Aura, but... well, you know what? Maybe enhanced aces are the way. I don't know. This thing's not lasting forever anyway. That's a psychotic banana. I will not be taking that. Red rum, back from the dead. Yep. I cloned red rum. I thought that made it easily. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta sneeze. Pardon me. 100 chips, pretty spicy. Moon and Magician. No, thank you, sir. Vampire. Thank you, sir, but I'm not really sure how you fit in here, but thank you nonetheless. You know what? Something like this. Something like that. I mean, as long as our ice cream never melts, we win easily, man. And now, I listened to Jimmy Eat World for the first time yesterday. Thoughts? Well, what are your thoughts, having listened to them for the first time only yesterday? Which is kind of crazy. That means you're either like 21 years old or like 100. Yeah, I think they're all right. You know, when you think about the bands that were popular when I was a teenager and like pop punk was sort of, you know, taken off. I do like Wee Joker, and it does give us chips, man. I got nothing against Jimmy Eat World. I think the middle is on the Peloton playlist too. Now I would put Sweetness on the Peloton playlist, but it just reminds me a little bit too much of NHL 2003. Okay, you were an important part of the role here, so I hate to see you go, but I do love to watch you leave, I think. Re-trigger on 2s would go fucking nutty. Thoughts on the first motherfucker to gain consciousness? It must have been hard for them. Because it's already, like, it's frustrating to be the smartest person in, like, a group. And I say that, like, that happens to me quite often because I do a lot of collaborative streams. Boo! Boo! We're telling jokes here, people! It's literally just a joke, okay? Unless you agree, in which case it's very real. Either way, what was I saying? Are you crazy? I just walked over here. I don't know what I'm playing. I bet, like, especially in, like this is even, like, pre-caveman days, right? Can you imagine? I would love to see a Cavendish at some point. Oh, right. 80 chips. Honestly, you're still pogging. I gotta pass on you. Like, in the pre-caveman days, it must have been real frustrating if you were, like, one of the cave people in your cave to have consciousness. I'm sure you're like, man, I'm surrounded by, like, some dumb motherfuckers, huh? How about drawing another 2? You're also gone, okay? See you never. Spectral Pack, Ouija, everything becomes a 2. I'm going to do something you probably should not do. You think that's worth it? We're about to find out. That's pretty good. Please, one more 2 would go insane right now. That's fine. You play a 2 for your high card. You play a full house, and if this doesn't get you there, then you cry. Yeah! Okay. Jokers of merit, please. We're anti for, you do tend to prefer having more than one joker. I am going to take a Uranus on that one, which is kind of crazy. Obviously thought about the wheel as well, but I think we're in the kind of situation where, you know, we don't want to be too spicy with it. You never know. Card sharp might come in handy. I mean, your foil, I kind of have to take you. I was expecting to not buy anything here, but that's pretty good, man. A pair of 2s. I didn't know it was possible to have a hand with such a benevolent bounty. Thank you so much. How about... right, 2 pair is my good hand. I should have probably just played the 2 pair. I don't know what I was really thinking. I guess it doesn't really matter. I was thinking that maybe we draw some more 2s. We want more 2s. More 2s. More 2s and more 2 pairs. I would say that means we could go for an Arcana pack. You're right. Honestly, I'm with you. There's some kind of conspiracy theory going here. Why are the Eternal Signs different sizes on the Wii Jokers? What did Local Thunk mean by this? I don't know. He's laying the message out for us. So obviously, and yet we're too in our own heads to figure out what he meant by that. We're trying to, like, interpret the scripture of Local Thunk. Why don't we just take it as plain text, man? Take it as it's written. 2 pair. We have 2 pair. Play 2 pair. Don't win, but draw a bunch of 2s. What a beautiful baseline for us. Now, if you don't give me a 2, I'm going to turn off the game. I'm not going to stand by that. I'm not going to stand by that. Sorry. I'm done with Basement Dwellers. Northern Lion's my new favorite streamer. You'll be going in again, statistically speaking, probably within 7 days. But you know what? The road to recovery is not a straight line. There's you're good. You get off the track, you get back on the track. You think that you've finally got a handle on it. You're gonna stop the gooning. You have a moment of weakness that sends you down like into a dark path for like 6 months. Well, I'll be around. I'll be around, man. Now that's a nice hand. Stats Canada tracking the goon relapse. This doesn't count, unfortunately. The gooning always counts, but this 2 doesn't count as a 2. But it could still make part of a pair if you got like insanely lucky, I guess. What happened to Sisyphus? What do you think happened to Sisyphus? The ball's at the bottom of the mountain. I honestly, like, this is my commitment to you. We sell that. And we get oh, I love a blue seal. And I don't really care for you. I think we're playing too fast. I think I gotta chill out. About a second. 2, you are a genius, bro. You're a genius. Please give me Uranus. Next time. Next time. This time! Queen, 3-3. Dude, we're going to the moon. We get some death cards. We're going to the moon. We have scaling. They said it wasn't possible. It's not June anymore, bro. It is somewhere. It is somewhere. Hanged Man Fool. Love it. Love it. Level 7. We're going to discard. We don't want the 3rd. We only want a pair. We're going to discard. How about a 2? No 2s. Okay. 9s get cut. 3rd prize is a set of steak knives. 2nd prize is you're fired or whatever. I haven't seen Glenn Ross. I've only seen Sigma memes on TikTok. I think we gotta... In my house, we throw Dookie on this one. I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna throw Dookie another time to thin the deck out meaningfully. I really thought we would have another... Oh, but losing card sharp's pretty bad. Trading cards kind of insane, though. And your chips, you're kind of like counter to what we're trying to build, but you might be a nice like chip injection for a minute at least. First hand is drawn face down. Okay, you're cut. In this house, we play 2 pair. In this house, we play 2 pair. Imagine. I had a feeling we'd have a 2 in there, but sometimes you gotta let it fly. I wish I could inject some chips into my mouth. I already got that out of my system during the camping this weekend, but it was a good time. Eating is like some of the best entertainment on the market, man. And I mean, like, in terms of like a value for money, I mean, 3 family-sized bags of Lay's chips. Shit was like $10 Canadian. Death me? Fool me? I don't know why I thought I was getting another Joker there. That's very expensive. I mean, that's like 6 hours of entertainment straight up for $10. Like, I don't even know what to tell you. Now this is a beautiful thing. I think you gotta launch. I think you just launch it, bro. And then we get 2 pair, which is very beautiful and merciful, and I respect it. Then you play Dookie. I don't want to have to... I want the Uranus, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Oh, but then I got Dookie. You need base mults? Don't even sweat the base mult, buddy. I got all the base mult I need right here. I'm pointing at the closest part to my heart that I can point to that's still in the camera frame, okay? I got all the base mult I need right here. Something you wouldn't know a lick about. I would love to see some aces, because then we can turn them into twos. Now, you destroyed an ace to make an ace. That's a bold strategy. Nah, man. Nah, we won't be doing that. We won't be doing that either. It's a waste of money in my house. Now, this is very nice. It's very nice indeed. Let's dump her. Let's dump her. 34,000 points for a dumpa? I don't know why I feel like I'm in the Expanse every time I say dumpa. Belta Loda. Oh my Lanta. That wasn't even that good? Are you crazy? I need 2 pair, man. Oh, wait, I'm getting a lot of chips now. Yeah, I was just going to say maybe we don't need 2 pair. 2 pair might be better. Well, if I could denote to Local Thunk that I wanted my 4 of a kind to be counted as 2 pair instead, then I would love to. But I don't have that kind of pull, man. Draw more 2s. I'm downloading Fallout 4 just to feel something. With all due respect, at that point, you should just get a job. And I say that from a place of, like, support. I'm not calling you unemployed. I'm just saying if you don't have a job and you're like, I'm downloading Fallout 4 because I'm bored, it might be time to enter the job search. I want 2 pair, bro. I want my freaking MTV. No one has a job in chat. Funny joke. That's not what I said. I said if you've got Fallout, if you're downloading Fallout 4 and you have no job, there's got to be a better way, okay? At least download a good game or something that tricks you into being a good game, or thinking it's a good game, I should say. 0 queens remain. Hang on, I gotta focus. 1 9, 2 4s, 2 4s, 2 4s, 3 aces. Dump, 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 dump. You don't even count as a 2, so honestly, I'd be inclined to dump you as well. So yeah, we're playing Dookie. Wasn't even that bad, bro. I really don't want to have to play 2 fucking pair with you, but I think I'm going to because I'm scared. If it costs us Uranus, it costs us Uranus. I can live with it. Trying to thread the needle between score maxing, but also staying alive. Why is he glassing 2s? It's because we play him. And your head is all the way up it. You're kind of Dookie, but you're useless. You're useless. Do not tell Faint Bunny that they deserve VIP, okay? I still feel like almost all of their comments are satirical. I want them to know that I know that their comments are satirical, okay? So you're not getting one over on me, you piece. That's the first thing right there, and I'll tell you that for free. Hey NL, this is the best stream ever. See, like, it's a perfectly fine stream. It's not the best stream ever. That's why I can't take Faint Bunny seriously, man. The glazing is just too much. Do you clean your measuring cup after you use it for water? No. No, I don't. I think you're trolling. In my personal opinion, that's bait. Hang on, just toss this first. Using it for water is cleaning it. I don't know if I go that far, but I would say using it for water means that if it was clean before, it's clean after. But I think that reasonable people agree on that. I don't think anybody disagrees on that one, really. So that's why I'm like, I don't think we should let ourselves get caught in the weeds. Huge. Dude, this could work. All we need to do is get, like, all the Uranuses. My girlfriend says if it goes in the sink, it's dirty. What are your thoughts on that? Well, that's true. If you drink water from a glass, and then you put the glass in the sink, that's a dirty glass. You resigned the glass to the sink. And obviously it's dirty because your mouth touched it, but I'm just saying, like, I would not reach into the sink and grab the glass that I used for water and pull it out and then drink from it again. Because the sink is like where it crosses into the dirty zone, in my opinion. That's like the glass graveyard. But I also feel, and I already know that this is going to get me a lot of -2s, but it's going to give me some +2s, and that's the important part. I feel like domestically, from a chore-driven standpoint, and Kate can choose to agree or disagree, I feel like I've started to feel more fulfilled and less annoyed when I stopped worrying about dish maxing. Like I'm cooking pasta, I can only use the same wooden spoon to stir the noodles and also for the sauce and also to break up the ground beef and all. And instead, for like, if I need a slotted spoon, I grab a slotted spoon. Oh, but you already used a spatula to get the fish? Whatever, you use a spatula to flip, you use a slotted spoon to get the portions going, okay? And then, oh, but that's gonna make so many more dishes. What's your solution to that? The solution to that is you do the dishes. Especially if you're the one cooking. If you got a different kind of chore breakdown and one person cooks and then one person does the dishes, I think it's noble to use as few dishes as possible. But if you're washing the dishes too, brother, let it fly. You can't be using the same wooden spoon to do all your stuff. To save, are you that mentally weak? To save you 40 seconds while doing the dishes? Just put on a podcast, bro. And use the tool that it's designed for what it's designed for. Don't put your fucking plastic spatula in boiling water to stir the noodles. Are you crazy? $2.4 million points. I'll tell you right now, that's not gonna happen. So we've gotta figure out what we're gonna do. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say it's not going to happen. I'll just say it's going to be tough. I really want to get that 4, man. I'm not even sweating that. You served your purpose. We're on anti-8. Thanks for your service. We don't have the economics to buy you, unfortunately. Now, it's a bit of a long shot, but, like, to be honest with you, this could save us. I think you have to take big swings. You're not the voucher we want either. Honestly, shit, it's gotta be fucking Uranus. Okay, phrasing. Ha ha ha. We don't do that here. I need to be saved. I didn't know we had people over in our house. I would have changed my vernacular a little bit. Sorry. Dump, 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 dump. Beautiful. Bro, where is this for? It's so heavy. It must be done. You know what? No. It must not be done. Dump it, dump it, dump it, dump it. And then draw that 4 that will give me one last Uranus. It won. It won anyway. Didn't transition to mult. Balatro Andes love to pop in. They see one point on the histogram, and they go, here's your problem. You didn't see the area under the curve, Isaac Newton. We didn't get multers. So what the hell am I supposed to do? You're not multing your mult. Here's where I would put my multer if I had one. Now let me think about this for a second. We need to win. The best way to win at this point from these cards will be Chariot, but it's a long shot. 80 chips if you got 2 pair? Sure. Sure. I mean, we don't need you anymore. You've served your purpose. We're not concerned about Endless at all. And out of all of these, that's a bit of a shame. 2.4 million is going to be mighty tough. So that's not the best start. I feel like I need to draw like my steel cards, but I gotta play my cards too. Honestly, I think we did pretty well. You are gonna have one. It's not enough, but it's something. We should discard. I don't even know what I'd be looking for. I honestly blame the fact that I was just gonna say this card never pops up, bro. How is it possible? Like the last 10 hands in a row, it's been at the bottom. It's insanity. All right, still good. Still a good run. We go again, but first slash marker.